last night we saw Swan Lake.
We did
at Lincoln Center.
We had to do a highbrow thing.
Yeah.
We've been doing a lot of low.
We've been doing a lot of low.
Together.
So we went to the ballet together, and you led this. You spearheaded this initiative. Mm-hmm. You were like, "We're gonna go see the fucking ballet." And Dan, I thank you for that.
Oh hell yeah!
I think I am.
Brian, are you ballet-pilled?
Yo, honestly, when you asked me to go, I was
You've been one-shotted by a plie. Let's fucking go.
Like when you texted
you
me
were
to
fucking
go,
releveing all the way home.
When you stop.
That's it. I've run out.
You've run out of references. Pirouette. Private equity husband. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a move. So you texted me, and I'll be honest, I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, okay, this is one of those things that I feel like I should like and I should enjoy going, but I'm not gonna have a good time. But I'll go anyways. And I'm moved. I'm a changed person through and through. It has reignited my faith in humanity, and I'm not even exaggerating.
I mean, what is there not to like about this? Like, it's Tchaikovsky music. It's like amazing. It's like going to the Philharmonic with a screensaver. A beautiful vision of colors and movement.
It's incredible.
You can tell, by the way, our listeners, we are not dance people at all. Just someone who really cares about dance. Like,
well, I'm surprised that you hadn't seen it before.
The only ballet I've seen is the Nutcracker. I've seen some. I guess I've seen like Jerome Robbins, like some more modern ballets, but like of the famous classical ones, I've just seen the Nutcracker and Swan Lake. So
yeah, I went to the ballet last year. I guess every year, the New York City Ballet does a collaboration with fashion, like up and coming fashion designers.
Of course they fucking do.
And Solange,
Dimna, and.
And yeah, I'll let
Justin
you know.
Peck.
Solange, she choreographed a piece. Blood Orange was there to score a piece.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ!
And it was hit or miss, but this Swan Lake, it really. Humans are incredible, Dan.
It does make you feel like, maybe the West is amazing. Maybe Western art is.
It is. It was.
You were moved.
I was so moved. I had goosebumps. I cried at the end.
It's really beautiful.
It is so strikingly beautiful.
Yeah, we did
in such a disarming way. And fuck AI. Fuck AI.
Fuck AI.
Is the ballet. If you want fodder,
I do want to encourage people to. We did see the most famous ballet of all time. It's like if you've never seen a movie and someone shows you The Godfather and be like, whoa,
movies rock.
Movies rock. It's like the salmon avocado roll. It's like, it's like the gateway. It's like, if you don't like this, then you're fucked. You're an idiot.
It's so true. It's so true.
But it does hit, and more people. People I think are intimidated to go to the ballet because of the pomp and circumstance, and it just even saying it. Like, oh, you're going to Lincoln Center, beautiful hall designed by Philip Johnson.
Who's Philip Johnson? Is he
He's like the famous modernist architect who kind of did the MoMA, and he had all those kind of glasses.
He designed the MoMA?
Yeah, the old MoMA.
Okay.
And like or at least he was the architectural. He was the head of the architecture department at the MoMA.
Yeah.
But his glass house in Connecticut is like really famous and one of the pioneers of modernist architecture. Maybe also Nazi. Who knows? Who knows if he was a little bit of a Nazi?
Yeah.
But yeah, he did the hall, I guess, in the 60s when they tore down San Juan Hill and made one of the most beautiful places in New York.
It is incredible. I love it.
I mean, Francis Ford Coppola and Megalopolis would love Lincoln Center and urban renewal because that is...
It's incredible. There is a magic to getting dressed up for an occasion like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's Comic-Con for liberal arts majors. Like, I'll wear our nice little,
Have you ever been to Comic-Con?
No, I've lost my virginity, Brian.
I've been to Comic-Con.
For what purpose?
This was when I worked. It was for my first corporate job, and we produced an event at Comic-Con. And so I went at Javits Center. And it smells crazy in there. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
And
just no deodorants have been.
Well, just whatever you were envisioning Comic-Con to be like, it is exactly like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those people are now all commenting on Elon Musk's Twitter.
Yeah.
They've all moved.
I'm very ballet-pilled. I'm very like
I do want to go see more.
I'm calling long on ballet.
Yeah.
And
Well, you'd think that, the Trump admin, they're all like conservative. They're all like West is best, and they think like all the postmodern woke people are degenerate. You'd think they'd be like supportive of this kind of art, but I feel like instead what they give us is Roseanne doing like trap rap. Like it's like Kid Rock. And it's like, I think I'd like you guys more if you like, let's do some Tchaikovsky. Let's read some Joyce. You guys reading some fucking Joyce?
I mean, it should be up Trump's alley. Saw Swan Lake. Beautiful, beautiful women. The most beautiful women that you'll ever see. You can't even imagine how beautiful. Long, gorgeous.
Backstage. Pretty good. Pretty good backstage. Little boys, little girls, not going to school. They don't need it. They don't need it. They're dancing, little boys. The little boys and girls were the cutest.
Oh, they're so cute.
Do they miss school, you think? What's that career, This is their after school, is like they're dancing at Lincoln Center?
No, they've got like a K-pop industrial complex going on. Like they are being trained from the womb to become ballerinas.
They give them puberty blockers just as they stay.
Oh my God.
They stay cute.
No, so I'm ballet maxing because, and I think societally ballet is going to have a huge uptick because it's the one thing that AI can't do.
For sure. No one wants to watch a robot
do whatever they
dance
do.
to a sorcerer.
Yeah. You can't.
That's not fun.
Yeah. All this like film, video, like
you think we're going back to
podcasting.
real events, in-person, experiential? 2025, we're leaving social media.
Yeah, but for you, you have standards. I propose that we go see a magic show and you shut that down so fast.
Listen, there was a sorcerer in Swan Lake. The story also, people are like, we went with some of my friends too, and they're like, what's the story? And they're like, who gives a shit? It doesn't matter.
I will say, like,
were you trying to follow the plot?
It's like opera, though. I am so glad that they provided the story in the playbill because it enhanced my experience significantly. Kind of being able to know, oh, okay, this is like a procession of sorts, and this is the prince's birthday, and this is happening. Had I not known, I'm like, it's just, I'm like an iPad kid. I'm like, ooh, colors and like people
That's
moving.
how it's like fucking intellectual Coco Melon for me. I'm just like, ooh, the colors go wee. Look how they have bent the body. Wow. I watch a slam dunk contest. It's like, that's sick.
So I did what I normally do after seeing, a lot of great films is
looked up how much every single person made.
100,000. That is literally
what
I
you were
did.
gonna say.
On my subway ride back home, I'm like, how much these ballerinos and ballerinas get paid?
Yeah, I was thinking that,
dude. It's insane.
It's nothing.
They get paid so little.
What is the main that most you can get is like 150 maybe?
Yeah, that's if you're like Misty Copeland. Like,
yeah.
That's the peak.
There's like 3 people.
You're like
you
the
get
Michael Jordan
for 3 years. your body is destroyed.
150K.
There's some like plumbers that make more than that.
What do you mean some? Most, dude,
plumbers.
Most plumbers. Have you seen our generator? No one knows how to do anything. Plumbers are like, it's insane.
They have a drop shipping company with on the side.
It's wild.
It's really depressing.
Wild.
I guess that's why Missy Copeland has to do like fucking Nike ads or whatever she's doing.
Yeah, it is. And the other thing I noticed in the playbill, because it's Lincoln Center, they have a lot of donors and they have like donor levels.
We were in the Coke, David Coke.
Well, yeah, I looked at it. Yeah, we're in the, we can overlook that.
Yeah, I overlook it, just like I overlook climate change.
Exactly. No, but how do you feel about that? Like, because it did run through my mind of, I wonder if you donate a lot of money, is anyone ever doing it anonymously? Probably not. But then I looked in the playbill and they showed you like the levels of donors, and they'll tell you how many people donated anonymously. So like anything like 50 grand and below, there were maybe like 5 people who donated anonymously. But then once you go above the threshold of 500K, 0 anonymous donors.
Yeah, what are you doing? You're doing it for the love of the game?
I don't know.
No, you're part of the Sackler family, and you want to go to the Cipriani Christmas Eve balls, and people can't look at you weird.
But there's an idealist in me that's like, well, is it truly altruistic if you are not doing it anonymously?
Yeah, no, I mean, in Judaism, there's like a hierarchy of the different levels of giving.
Oh, I didn't know this. Okay.
Like the lowest level is like to give begrudgingly.
Oh,
And
what?
then there's like higher level is to like give but publicly to someone, and then like the highest tier is to give anonymously.
Oh.
It's like that's like actually when you're a good person.
What's your reward? How many tickets do you get?
I don't know. Jews don't believe in the afterlife, so nothing. You just get to feel good. That's why most people probably don't do it.
Sorry, I don't compute. What's the point then?
Yeah, there's no point. Yeah, there's no cookies. There's no gold stars in heaven.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but we talked about this with Ruby a while ago. Like, at least we used to have billionaires who would give money to the arts.
Yeah.
And now they just like try to destroy the government to go to Mars.
So all that being said, so now Koch brothers are actually kind of good. That's what we're saying.
Relative to the fucking nuts Republicans we have in power, I feel like the Koch brothers are like, hey, you guys got some good. I think they're like very pro-immigration. They're just like libertarians.
Oh, okay.
So but then like people would say, a populist would say that that's just because they want to have cheap labor and destroy. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah.
More Koch brothers. If they're gonna just donate, do that.
Yeah. So
did you feel guilty?
I mean, I definitely noticed it, but it's like, okay, it is what it is. I'm just going to enjoy this cocoa melon.
Yeah, there's no good solution to funding the art that's not tainted somehow or not at risk. Like either, you have like the people who make, sarin gas that's thrown at, by Sudanese militias that are committing genocide, or you have it be the government, the NEA, and now you look at what Trump is doing, which is like gutting the NEA, and like he's making edicts that basically like any art that has anything to do with gender or race will not get any funding. So he's just turning into like Pravda for, it's like he's what Hitler did with degenerate art. He's just like recreating. So there's no way. I don't know. No, I haven't seen a way around it. I'm sure there's someone being like, we should just do it on chain, bro. Put it on the blockchain.
On the blockchain?
I just imagine some crypto person is like, that would solve everything.
Yeah.
How should we fund arts, Brian?
No, I think my net. But that's just the world. If you look closely enough, I feel like if you get to a level where you are able, if you have the discretionary income to donate a large sum of money to the arts, like, yeah, the money's going to be tainted. But I look at the net result of it. I'm like, well, I get to enjoy this.
Yeah. More
as
and more,
a result
though, I
of
feel
it.
like there's less things that I enjoy. It's like, all right, I can overlook, that you're just like Raytheon executives if at least there's some good exhibits.
Yeah. But I want to go back to the pay grade and the salary of these ballerinas. Like,
it's so bleak.
Should we just assume that a lot of them come from wealthy families then? Because there's a lot of cultural cachet in doing something as highbrow and of high art, like opera and ballet,
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's going to be the future of like
most arts, you think?
Yeah, most arts are just going to be, it's happening in fucking stand-up too. Like the only way you can reasonably...
But stand-up's for the populace though.
It is, but in order to be able to pursue stand-up, which takes like 10 years to get good and live in New York or LA and pay rent.
Oh, I see.
It's very, very hard you have to be super lucky or we'll just get more people from whatever TikTok who can get big. But like,
right.
How do you circumvent that? I don't know. So I think we're going to get more and more.
Yeah. There is a stand-up comedian.
Name names.
I'm not going to name names, but there is a stand-up comedian who's, his crowd work's very funny. I find him very funny, but he recently went viral on Twitter, and he was doing these riffs about the private equity industry. And he had a lot of, it was like,
I know who you're talking about.
It was very esoteric and like very inside baseball, and like he knew what he was talking about. And like the top comment to it was like, this guy's dad is like is like a big time CEO. So this is why he knows all this stuff. Like, look it up. But also, you can probably hit him up on LinkedIn if you need help with like if you're looking to do like a mergers and acquisition of sorts.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, great.
You can't reveal that
Like
stuff.
the tech bros, like it was being shared amongst like the tech elite because they were like, this is the peak of stand up. Like this guy gets it. Like he understands us. This is the peak of humor. And the top comment was like, yeah, this guy's dad is like a CEO of a Fortune 500 company.
Yeah. I can't wait to see Jamie Dimon's daughter or son just do a Herald in the basement.
I'm not even kidding. It's who owns the Clippers? Steve Ballmer.
Steve Ballmer, yeah.
Yeah, his son is a comedian.
Oh my God. That is the path, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I think architecture I feel similarly about. I kind of wonder, like,
yeah, architects
they make so little money,
and they have to be the most accredited. We definitely have some architects listeners. Like, I don't get it. Like, if you look at OMA, like Rem Koolhaas, the amount they pay their interns that you have to live in New York is like you have to I think like $35K, like something.
$35,000.
Literally, that's a janitor. Not even. That's part time at Foot Locker. I think
That's insane.
And you have to have multiple degrees.
I got paid more than that as an executive assistant.
Yeah,
and I didn't have.
We're like a college humor.
Yeah, but I didn't have any of those. I didn't go to grad school.
Yeah, no, it's. So I assume it's just going to be, or they just have to work for some horrible design firm, or they just design windows for J.P. Morgan's new building. I don't know what you do.
Yeah, or a lot of them just end up working for creative agencies.
So what we're saying is we need a Marxist revolution.
Okay, that was Middlebrow.